Hopefully we get a bomb rare, and Teamer War Shaman is a bomb rare. Uh, this is one of the best cards in the set. Um, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say about it. A 4/5 and a 2/2 that has the capability to like wipe your opponent's board. Pretty good. uh, Other than that, Pyrotechnics is probably the best uncommon in the set. I haven't played with the set quite enough to like know that for sure, but if it's not the best, it's in the top two or top three. Um, the Elite Scale Guard is right up there as far as bomb uncommons too, but I'll say in this pack, um, doesn't look like we're gonna wheel anything. This pack is actually really bad after its first three cards. Four cards are really good. But yeah, let's go with the War Shaman. And get past. Jesus, I'm passing two Pyrotechnics. Um, okay. Well, I'm gonna take the Sabertooth. Yeah, I get that Pyro is top tier removal, but Teamer's Sabertooth is one of those uncommons that's right up there with Pyro as far as power level, and it follows up Teamer War Shaman really well. Um, I'm not sure that it's right to take the Sabertooth over the Pyrotechnics. Oh god, this is actually yeah, this is actually hard. I think I'm gonna take the Sabertooth. Um, Card is real good. All right. Well, here's a pack that I am not as or not also not sure on. Ugin's Construct seems really good to me. Um, it's a little bit hard to enable. Like you have to get a fair number of morphs before it's amazing. Shamanic Revelation seems really swingy to me. Like this seems like a pretty good start to a Shamanic Revelation deck. Yeah. Uh, like I'm gonna try it. I don't know that it's actually better than the construct. Um, yeah, I mean like it definitely seems good. It's definitely not unplayable by any means, but I think Ugin's construct is actually incredibly solid. Um, Morph into Ugin's construct seems really good to me. But I'll try out the rare when I have a chance. All right, now this pack finally getting a little less exciting. Um, I mean, the picks I think let's see between Frontier Mastodon or the Abzan Sky Captain. I mean the Blossoming Sands is fine, but I don't think I want that. I think I just want the good three drop. I don't really want to go into a second color. This potentially enables potentially enables Ferocious if my, better Ferocious card gets turned off. And I'm not super excited about any of these white cards. They're all fine. All right. Well, that's actually pretty interesting. Um, I think I'm gonna go with the Ethereal Ambush here. Right into Being is also pretty good, but this card seems really insane to me. Um, I I'm a big fan of two for ones at instant speed that let you hold up your mana for morphs and all of that jazz. Uh, I don't know. Like I said, right into Being's fine. It's basically a morph with Scry. Um, that's a little bit inconsistent as far as being a good creature. And then Thornwood Falls is all right, but I'd rather actually have the blue cards first and then pick up mana fixing for it. Oh, well, huh. Like I said, I think Ugin's Construct is actually probably really good. It just is. I haven't gotten a chance to play with it yet. I could be really wrong on it, but it seems like it's not too difficult to construct a scenario where you just drop a morph or or manifest something and then play this on turn 4 with and then just get a 4 mana 4/5 for no work invested. Other than that, like Frontier Mastodon's fine, but I shouldn't have too much trouble getting decent 3 drops. And Jeskai Sage is good, but I'm gonna give this a try. I could be wrong on this. Um, like it does take a little bit of tweaking in order for it to actually be good, but I think the payoff is high enough. Hmm. And then there's this pack. Uh. Hmm. So I don't think Map the Waste is very good. Formless Nurturing is fine. Refocus actually seems alright, but I'd rather take a green card than a blue card. I'm not in love with the Sky Captain. Alright, I'm taking second Ethereal Ambush over a right. Actually, that's kind of difficult. Um, let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think between Right into Being and Ethereal Ambush? Like Ethereal Ambush is, I think, a much better card, but a lot harder on my curve. But it being an instant is a pretty big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Like that is the pick that I'm the least certain of so far. I think that's the one that has the. Yeah, as far as it goes, I am actually trying to be a two-color deck in general. I might end up splashing, but um, I'm definitely not going to be a straight three-color deck. Um, and honestly, I'm trying not to splash if I can. All right, I'll take an Inox Guide. This guy's not great, but certainly fine. It looks like white might actually be kind of open. Like not like that there's been anything great, but there's been a lot of um, like mediocre white stuff going around. Okay. And if you're gonna try something, might as well at least give it a full shot. All right, none of this is any good. Yeah, Sultai is fine, but honestly, it's not that hard to I've played a couple of drafts with this, and I've been green blue splash Sultai or splash black for like Sultai Charm and Throttle, and honestly, you don't really need that much fixing if you're splashing if you're just splashing removal or expensive-ish cards. Um, hmm. Alright, and then there's this pack. So, like I was saying, Throttle is the kind of card I'd be looking to splash. It goes pretty well with the Ethereal Ambush. Just hold it up and then... But I think I like Hooting Mandrills. Hooting Mandrills, it's a ferocious enabler. If I do end up picking up um, some like any sort of graveyard enabling, it'll be really good. But as is, I mean, it seems fine. I'm not a huge fan of Set Adrift. So yeah, like I said, I basically think it's between Hooting Mandrills and Throttle, and I'd rather just have the Ferocious Enabler um, that doesn't commit me to a third color. Yeah, no, I would not normally like to like to first pick a Throttle. That pack was really bad. Um, all right, this is a little more interesting. Um, I'm not usually a huge fan of incremental growth. I mean, it's obviously an incredibly powerful effect. Um, and like it's just an overrun that sticks around sometimes. But it's really awkward sometimes too. And I think just Force Away is just gonna win more games. Hopefully, like wheeling a Dismal Backwater would be kind of nice, or Hooting Mandrills, or even like a Scout the Borders. I wouldn't be unhappy to get a Scout the Borders. That seems like a fine turn 3 play into turn 4 Ugin's Construct. I mean, it's not like that's not super exciting, but ooh, all right. Well, wish I didn't have quite so many 5 drops. This is where I probably should have just taken the See the Unwritten. Um, like I knew this when I took the Ethereal Ambush, but I got greedy. The greedy part of me got the better of me. Sultai Soothsayer is just incredibly solid, though. It's pretty hard to pass it up. It's not too hard to splash. This is the second Dismal Backwater, and that's one of the less sought after game lands because it's allied color. So I think the upside here on Soothsayer is, yeah, I mean, otherwise it would be like a Dragon Scale boon or something. That's just not interesting. Heir of the Wilds. Yeah, not a whole lot to say there. Heir of the Wilds is just really good. Yeah, I like injury. I think on power level, like Soothsayer and debilitating injury are pretty comparable, but only if you're at base black. Like I said, I'm definitely not looking to be base black, and I really don't like debilitating injury on the splash. All right, but yeah, Heir of the Wilds in my ferocious deck seems pretty good. Then there's this crap. I guess I'll just take a Monastery Flock. Not a whole lot to say about that. It's a morph. I'm looking for some morphs to fill out my curve for these, to make these constructs good. I'm not 100% locked into playing these. Like, if for some reason I end up being a much more aggressively oriented deck, I might, no, still probably play these. I don't know. They seem pretty good. That's true. I could be just splashing blue. I I find myself liking green blue splash black a lot better than green black splash blue though. Um, all right. Well, long shot squad is passable. There's not anything else here that I'm interested in. I don't really see scoured barons being particularly likely to pan out. And so this is a little bit interesting. My 4-drop slot is a little bit heavy for this Dragon Scale boon. Uh, and then I don't have quite the... Man, I really wish I had to see the Unwritten over this Ethereal Ambush. These are the things... the things that I know and always wind, or not always wind up, but occasionally wind up taking the 5-drop instead. Um, Stroke, it's fine, but I'm only ever gonna want one. I think I want the Dragon Scale boon over the Wetland Sandbar though. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Get paid off with a late Abomination of Gadul. This basically does everything I want. fills my drop slot with something that doesn't make me sacrifice to Ugin's Construct. Other than that, I don't know. Awaken the Bear's fine, but nothing to write home about. And guess I take the Bondkin. Like I said, I'm really not a big fan of Set Adrift. Uh, it it just doesn't. It just costs a little too much mana. Um, and I'm not enabling Delve particularly hard. I just like the morph that potentially enables Ferocious. All right. This is a little bit interesting. Scout the Borders versus Rakshasa Secret. I could still be like green, black, splash blue. In which case, I think Rakshasa Secret is a little bit better than Scout the Borders. But I don't know. I find it more likely that I'm going to be, or like I know I'm going to be base green, whereas I don't know that I'm going to be base black. And I'm definitely not splashing Rakshasa Secret. Um, so I don't think Singing Bell Strike is, playable. I don't know. Somebody played it against me earlier, and it didn't do anything. And that's basically been my experience almost every time I've played with or against it. Is it basically just gives their creature expensive vigilance. Um, um, I'll go with the Archer. I'm not sure on that one. They're they're pretty comparable. They do similar things. I'm hoping not to play Sidisi's Pet. All right. Okay. No. I guess I'll take a Sultai Charm. Seems pretty hard to pass that up. Yeah, that's basically been my experience with it, Tuffy, is that it's I don't know, like yeah, if you're like trying to kill them really early with Jeskai, getting a prowess trigger out of it, then it's potentially playable, but even there, it's not like it's great. It's fine. And then outside of that, uh, I actually haven't played with Ascendancy very much. Is it it seems like it's fine. It's been pretty good the couple of times I've had it, but I mean I've only ever played with it like 2 or 3 times, and oh okay. Um, I mean if I'm just oh geez, this pack is insane. Um, I mean I'm gonna take the 1,000 wins because 1,000 wins is a bomb, a huge bomb. Um, but I mean, you could make an argument for dead drop. I mean, I don't think it's a great argument. I think 1,000 wins is um, just a lot better. But I mean, I could very easily see myself wheeling something pretty good out of this pack between Dead Drop, Soothsayer, Mystic of the Hidden Way, and Woolly Loxodon, and kind of the Jeskai Wind Scout. But yeah, I'm just gonna grab 1,000 wins and not think about it too much. Hmm. Alright, well this is interesting. I think I'm taking the Savage Punch. Kind of want to take the Wooded Foothills just because I'm pretty high on playables already, and I'm a big proponent of value drafting. uh, but Savage Punch is cheap removal in this deck and just goes really well with what I've got. Yeah, no, if I took the Wooded Foothills, it would be straight value. Um, and I'm definitely not above value drafting if it's over something like fairly mediocre, but Savage Punch is huge for this deck. Um, okay. uh, how many morphs do I have? I guess also Trail of Mystery is really good with Ethereal Ambushes. One, two, three, four. Okay, I know it's not enough to make it better than Ice Feather Raven. I'm just gonna take the Ice Feather Raven. Uh, Trail of Mystery is sweet. The card's really good. I actually had one earlier today in a very similar green blue splashing black or light splash of black deck. Um, I don't know. I kind of need this, or I kind of would love. Yeah, and I agree. Like Ice Feather Raven is just insane. Uh, Dismal Backwater would be a pretty nice one to pick up. Oh, geez, this is actually pretty good too. I think it's going to be Abomination a good duel here. I've got a couple of meh cards that I can pretty easily cut for Abomination. Uh, Otherwise, it's Thornwood Falls. Um, hmm. Like I don't have any fixing yet, which kind of makes me want to take the Thornwood Falls. Jeskai Elder is also in consideration here, but I don't think that really fits this deck particularly well. Nor to like, and Hooting Mandrills would be good, but I don't think it's as good as Abomination, even with a minor ferocious sub theme. Uh, but yeah, I'm just gonna take the Abomination. That could be wrong. That could come back to bite me. Hmm. And Kintree Invocation's good. This is one of the reasons to be green black as compared to green blue. But my deck's not. If I'd seen this like early in pack 2, I might have taken it. I think I'm just gonna take the King of the Morphs. I'm not a huge fan of the banners in general. Like they're okay. This deck doesn't really want to ramp from 3 to 5 that much though. Like yeah, ramping into Ethereal Ambush is kind of sweet. Oh, what? Oh, well, that sucks. I don't know what I just passed. I hope it wasn't anything good. That really isn't cool though. Okay. Well, that happens. Sometimes you manage to double click after it took the or registered my pick. I don't know. I'm just gonna take Scout the Borders. Probably not play it. I'll take the Sultai Ascendancy here. Hmm. I don't need a third Scout the Borders. It's just not gonna make the deck. Neither is Rakshasa Secret. Alright. I'm not usually a huge fan of Embodiment of Spring, but it actually seems fine here. This deck actually wants to ramp to 4 as compared to, 5. And yeah, oh, Jesus. All right. Well, I will take this Trail of Mystery and be incredibly happy with it. Uh, Trail of Mystery, like I said, I mean, it seems insane with Ethereal Ambush. you know, uh, search your library for two lands, put two 2/2s into play, and then if you happen to hit a creature on either of those 2/2s, they get pumped. Like that just seems awesome to me. And I picked up a couple extra morphs that pack, so uh, should be pretty good. All right. So first thing to do, flip out the creatures. And then from here, I don't think Scout the Borders is going to make the deck. Sultai Ascendancy, if I had a little more fixing, I would be in like I would definitely want to play it. As is, it's kind of in the maybe pile. Um, let's see, how many morphs did I actually end up with? I don't think Frontier Mastodon is actually going to make it. It just doesn't do exactly what I'm looking to do here. And 1,000 wins. Krumar Bondkin might make the cut, might not, but we'll count it for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 plus 2 Ethereal Ambush and a War Shaman. Um, this Trail of Mystery should be pretty good. Oh, and Formless Nurturing. Although I'm not sure that that's making the cut either. Alright, Dragon Scale Boon seems pretty good here. I've got um, all sorts of morph into Dragon Scale Boon field attacks. I'm not sure about Einot Guide. I mean, it's really bad mana fixing. And it's also not like an insane 2-drop or anything. But I might need the fixing. Alright. And then... So the Ethereal Ambushes seem great. Shamanic Revelation seems great here. I think Sultai Ascendancy is probably just a little too hard on the mana because I really do want to drop that early. And I don't have that much fixing here. The 2 Abominations of Gadul are fine. Bonkin might be getting cut. I don't know. Longshot Squad doesn't seem that great here. So this is 26. So I need to cut... This looks like an 18 land deck. I don't know, I haven't quite figured out whether this format is an 18 land or a 17 land format yet. Because Cons was definitely an 18 land format, but it feels like it's gotten a little easier to play 17 lands. I don't know. Hard to say for certain. I think Einot Guide is just getting cut. It is color fixing, and that's cool and all, but the card is just very weak. Embodiment of Spring is also pretty weak in general, but like I said, I think that in this deck it's actually pretty good. Uh, like turn 3 Ugin's Construct is a pretty big game, and it's color fixing, early blocker, just very just fits kind of what I'm trying to do. Uh, I don't know. I mean, if anybody in the chat sees something that I'm missing, um, feel free to let me know. But I think, let's see. So the last couple of cuts here are potentially Formless Nurturing. I think Hooting Mandrills is going to be pretty good here. I think I like Sagu Archer more than Bondkin. I actually like. I think I have enough. I think I have enough morphs that I don't need to cut one of the constructs. I like that's honestly like my best draw is just turn 3 morph, turn 4 construct. Like that seems really hard to deal with. Um, like I've got I only have two plays before before the construct that would make me have to sacrifice it. I agree. I'm not really looking to cut Bondkin, but let's see. I think formless nurturing, as cute as it is, uh, and it's just a 4 mana 3/3. I like Dragon Scale Boon here. It um, seems pretty good. So I think I'm gonna cut the Formless Nurturing. That might be wrong. I could be like I haven't played enough with Manifest to really know exactly how good that is. Um, so these are basically dudes. And I think I do want the Embodiment of Spring. I think in Embodiment of Spring in this deck, honestly, I think I'm going to run 17 with Embodiment. Um, yeah, Manifest is great with Construct, but specifically that one is competing on the curve with Construct, whereas all of my other Manifest slash Morph is not. So, like I said, that's why I was okay cutting that as compared to something else. Let's see. Other than that, I mean, I'm thinking this is a two swamp deck, which is the only reason I'm considering cutting this Bondkin. Other than that, like Hooting Mandrills is here. Let's get the mana kind of sorted out before we two swamp, 6 islands. I guess I'm actually not that heavy in blue, but 7, 15, so that's 17 lands. Alright, so I need to make one cut here. Um, so it's like Dragon Scale Boon, Krumar Bondkin, Hooting Mandrills. Hooting Mandrills is my only delve card, which makes me not want to cut it. Um, this is like my only good combat trick. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Huh. This is a pretty tough last cut. I think I like the boon enough. Soothsayer's pretty freaking good. Alright, I'll cut the mandrills. Ugh, that actually seems terrible. I'm just gonna cut the splashed morph. It's fine. It makes Trail of Mystery a little bit weaker, but Trail of Mystery should be pretty good in this deck. Again, I haven't gotten a chance to play with Construct, but in theory, it seems great. And like it seems a little awkward in the late game. Um, but I don't know. I've got enough chumpy dudes. Upgrading one of them into a 4/5 isn't the worst. And as far as like curving out goes, it seems like one of the best things I could possibly be doing. Got my delicious Boddingtons. Just a quick plug. What is the construct? Yeah, but I mean, honestly, it seems just as insane in with 2 packs of cons, just because there's so many morphs to fulfill that manifest role. All right, well, hopefully my opponent shows up. Good old Prawn Star. Hmm. Make sure. Yep. No, we're not lagging out or anything. It did take forever to build my deck there. That was actually the hardest decision I've had, or like last couple of cuts I've had to make in this format. Usually, usually I've been finding the Fate Reforged pack is not very deep. So, whereas before I would be reliably having like 24 or 25 playable cards, I've been finding myself down to just having like 22 or 23 like main deck playables a lot of the time, just because there are a ton of Fate Reforged packs that only have two two or three, like really good cards and a few like okay ones. If they're not in your color, a lot of the time you can just end up with completely dead Fate Reforged packs. As far as what I've been having success with in this format, uh, I've been having a lot of success with 2 color aggressive decks. So occasionally with a light splash of a third color. Um, ugh, this hand, I'm gonna keep it just because if I do draw a couple of lands, this hand is really good. And even if I stall out, like, oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, since I'll be getting to resolve a morph on the third turn into a construct whenever I draw my fourth land, this hand should be pretty good. Okay, no, that's annoying, but not terrible for me or anything. Ooh. I don't think it matters what land I play, but all right. And he's just attacking for 2. Hopefully he doesn't play anything. No. Air of the Wilds. I do not like the sound of that. Alright. I'm gonna cast a Morph here with the intention of... I think I'm just gonna block the Air of the Wilds. I don't know. I can get really badly blown out here. Let's see what he does. Oh. Well, in that case, I'm not blocking. And... This is interesting. So normally, uh, you really want to just use all of your mana every turn. I mean, obviously. So it makes clear sense to just play Abomination of Gudul here. Uh, the one caveat to that, I guess he only has 2 cards in hand. I would say the one caveat to that is if he has a combat trick here, um, that can be really awkward. Also, the fact that he can just pump his stupid Bondkin and I can't block with my Morph anymore is also pretty awkward. That said, I'm not sure if all of that balances out the fact that it's just, mm, yeah. This is the morph. If he wants to spend his turn pumping his Bondkin again and then attacking with the Heir of the Wilds, that's fine. It's not good. I'm not happy about it. I really kind of needed to draw an extra land here. Ugh, this is even worse for me. Alright, pick 6. That is not terribly helpful. Alright. Question here then is it better to... Hmm. I am pretty close to dead here. I guess my best play involves getting rid of Hooting Mandrills. um, let's see, what is the trigger on this read? Whenever it attacks. Okay, so yeah, at the beginning of his combat step, I can bounce the Mandrills, and and he can't attack without trading. All right, and this is not the best looking turn I've ever had, but I guess if he trades, he can replay the Mandrills, which is kind of attractive to him, but then if I draw land, I can play the Construct, and that blocks both the Mandrills and the Bondkin. Alright. So, snap trade. And he probably plays the Hooting Mandrills. Alright. So I need to draw a land here. That is not a land. Alright, well, Heir of the Wilds it is. I'm basically dead. Although if he attacks with everything, I take what, 5, and I get to drop an Ugin's Construct in the next turn, and then draw. Oh, well, I guess he doesn't attack with everything. All right. There we go. Land. That's super awkward. That is incredibly awkward. All right. Well, hmm. I can't just Savage Punch it away, or either of these guys away. I guess I just attack and then drop the construct. That doesn't seem very good, but honestly, I needed to draw my 4th land many turns ago in order for anything about this to be good. Um, Now, hmm. No, Hunt the Weak, yeah, that'll just kill me. Alright. Let's hope to draw a little better this next game. I was a little greedy to keep a two lander, but that like if I just drew two lands in the first 4 or 5 turns, like that hand was really good. As it was, I drew the third right away and not the fourth. Hmm. So he was kind of aggressive, but not incredibly so. I guess. I mean, there's an argument for like Sidisi's pet, I guess, but I'm not a big fan of that card. It just doesn't do enough most of the time. Inot Guide is kind of tempting. Dragon Scale Boon seems reasonable. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with this. I don't see anything that's screaming out at me. Alright, this hand is pretty good. Two drop into 3 drop into potentially removal spell, potentially all sorts of things. Um, I am somewhat incentivized not to trade by this revelation. Ethereal Ambush is going to make that revelation a lot better. All right. All right, debilitating injury. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. So, just run out my guy. And honestly, I feel like I'm in a pretty good... Oh, Dowsing Gloom. Awesome. I still feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. Trail of Mystery into Ethereal Ambush is going to be sweet. Hopefully I draw a land next turn. And then I can... okay, no, that's not a land, but it'll do. So, probably want to just search up an island. And play it. Alright. And now I'm actually in a great position. Alright. How does this work? It's +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay, so it doesn't work if I, Is there any reason not to block here? Yeah, I don't want to block. That's fine. If he wants to flip something up, that's cool. I don't really want to trade. Alright. So there's some merit to just playing the Ethereal Ambush now to hit my land draw this turn. But I think what I want to do is I think I just want to attack. If he trades, that's fine. If he doesn't trade, then I'm gonna ambush both of his guys. Alright. Probably don't want to block the morph. What did I manifest? Oh, Jesus! that's gonna be a huge blowout. The War Shaman should come pretty close to just winning me the game. Yes, I would like to use Trail of Mystery's ability. And then I think I want to just search up a forest. And a swamp, I guess. And then let's just block here. I wonder if it triggers on itself. I guess we're about to find out. Um, so I got what, 6 mana? So I probably just want to flip it up. Two, three, four, five, six. Sweet, it does work. Alright, and so I want this ability to go on the stack first, probably wanting to fight the parapet. Yes, yes, I would like to use his ability. uh, that was a pretty good manifest. That's fine. And I have enough mana that I can flip this thing up and then cast Hooting Mandrills, which seems pretty good. Um, let's see. The question is if I want to kill this or his morph. I probably just want to kill this. Alright, so let's go like this. Black, blue, green. Alright. Temur War Shaman is stupid. That is not a particularly fair card. Alright. So bash for 9. Yes, I would like to use his ability. Discard an island. One, two, three, four. Can't tell what I have selected. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright. Do your worst, guy. Yeah. So we had a Sagu Archer. That was not getting it done. Alright. So did I see anything that game that made me want to change how I was sideboarding? Like, I kind of want to get this INOT guide in here. But I don't see anything that I really want to cut for it. I also hope this game goes a little bit more like that last one than like the first one. Alright. I can keep this one. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of reason to try and ramp with the embodiment here. Doesn't like accelerate me into anything sweet. So I'm just gonna drop a Trail of Mystery. And see what my opponent does. He drops a Morph. That's fine. Um, I want to have multiple. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna drop this thing. Yes, find a black mana. And I think I just snap block his Morph if he attacks with it. Alright. I think I just block here too. I'm not terribly invested in that guy. I could wait, but I feel like I have an advantage going long. Ooh, that was a pretty good draw. Alright, I've got a couple of options here. I can either force away something and it would probably be force away this and block with the embodiment, but I'm at 18. I don't have any huge pressing need to preserve my life total. I mean, I definitely, obviously, I want to preserve it, but it's not, it's not like I'm about to die. So I think I just want to get my 1,000 wins on the battlefield. Yes, I would like to use Trail of Mystery. I guess I just search up another island. Alright, pass the turn. An ethereal ambush would be pretty awesome here. um, let's see. How much does it matter if I lose my embodiment of spring versus 2 damage? I think I'm okay with, well, we're at in the Quad Cities, Lucifer. I lived in Davenport for about a year. Up until just a few months ago. Alright, Hooting Mandrills. That's annoying, but not that bad. Alright. So, it's a couple of turns before I'm going to be able to flip this. I think what I want to do is drop Air of the Wilds, hold up Sultai Charm and Force Away. Hope not to use either of them. And then ramp with Embodiment of Spring, assuming nothing goes terribly, terribly wrong. He's only got 2 cards in hand, so... LeClaire, I had a friend, or my ex-fiance had a friend in LeClaire. Huh. Well, that's awkward. I really don't want my 1,000 wins to die. I guess I force it away. God, that seems so bad, though. Whatever. I'm doing it. I can drop it just face up next turn. And alright, and then I just block here. That seems fine. Alright, so he drops a morph. I am actually pretty happy about that Ugins construct. Because I'll just sack the embodiment next turn, and I'll be able to play embodiment and Ugin's charm, and Sultai charm. So yeah, I just cast here. 4, 5, 6. But I'm on the defensive, so I do not get to attack with Air of the Wilds there. I played a little bit at Games Plus One. I lived I think he has Sandblast is what that implies. Huh. Yeah, I play at Crit Hit a fair bit here in Iowa City. Um, man, sorry, I'm thinking about this block. I guess he could also have Throttle. Uh, I think this is too important. I mean, that's a good attack if he doesn't have it, but I don't know. I can't really afford to lose the 1,000 wins if he does have it. So, and then this is interesting. Do I? Hmm. So I'm definitely attacking with 1,000 wins. The question then is whether I want to attack with the Air of the Wilds as well. And I don't think I do. I think I'm at too low of a life total to let that happen. Um, but what I am interested in is Ugin's construct. Sack this embodiment. And then let's see. So if I have 7 mana, search up a land and play it. Oh wait, no, I already played a land this turn. I guess I can't flip and cast Sultai Charm next turn. That's a little awkward. Whatever. Do what I gotta do. Yeah, that's Josh McClain, Shane McDermott, both stream a fair bit. There's also Alex Sawyer. He's actually one of the um, most prolific streamers um, in the Iowa City area, and he does a really fantastic job. There's a few other people too, but those are the ones who I know best and am friends with. All right. I think it's still just 1,000 attack with 1,000 wins. I'm hoping to just use my Sultai Charm. We'll see what happens. I may or may not flip this at the end of turn. I'd like to get some use out of my Trail of Mystery trigger. Seeing Grunge stream would be pretty funny. Unfortunately, he'd just drop as soon as one of his opponents played a basic mountain. 5, 6, 7. Is this a Dune Blast? Okay, good. Thank God. Alright, so what is this gonna hit? This is gonna hit his Morph. um, let's see. How much mana am I gonna have? 7, 8, 9 mana. So I think my options here are I can like Sultai Charm the Shambling Attendants and flip this on my next turn. I think I like keeping the Sultai Charm. I'm just going to flip this now, though. I'm not getting anything out of my Trail of Mystery trigger. But I don't really need to. I mean, he is the king of the morphs already. And then get in 1,000 Winds. I assume he's going to be blocking. Yeah. So that's going to boost his morph. That's fine. I probably want to just play a land. And I'm pretty good on defense here. He's only got one card in hand, so it'd have to be something pretty good to blow me out here. He can't really attack very well with the Attendants because it just trades with this Heir of the Wilds. Everything else just gets eaten. Alright, well. I will pretty happily make that trade. Alright, Archer's Parapet. That's kind of annoying, but not even that annoying. Savage Punch is a good one. Alright, I don't think I can afford to Savage Punch his Morph. Just because it's so horrible for me. If it's something big. I think what I want to do... Let's see. Because this makes this 7 toughness guy. He's going to deal 4 damage, so he doesn't get to just eat it like that. Okay. So yeah, I just eat the mandrels. So I'm definitely attacking with these. I am not 100% sure if I attack with the Loxodon too. Let's see, because he has to block both of these. Which means that and that have to go. Oh yeah, he has no cards in hand. There's nothing he can do that really blows me out here. Okay, yeah. So he's keeping his morph around. I can't think of any morph that he could have that actually matters here. If it's a monocolored morph. Oh, that's actually pretty awkward. that gives me insurance against a lot of things. All right. Now he basically has to have. Yeah, he's just dead. All right. That was a hell of a round. Thank you all for watching the stream. By the way, it's always nice to see fellow Iowans in the chat. Hmm. Oh. And let's say, I guess I'll do a quick plug here for Game Geeks. Yeah, we run tournaments for Super Smash Brothers. Every basically there's either casual events or actual tournaments pretty much every Saturday, and there are usually um, people playing most of the time Thursday through Saturday, and I'm here on Sundays. Not quite as many people are here on Sundays, but if you ever want to come down and check it out, I will be here, and I'm always down to talk, hang out, sell video games. We have very competitive prices on pretty much anything retro video game wise, and pretty good selection. Man, and my beer just fizzed all over. Do you have like a paper towel in there?
Joseph, please. No, I have one towel. The beer towel.
It's cool. It's not that. It's not like that much. It's just a little.
I'm gonna split doggy dog.
Word. I have a key. I'll walk up.
Yeah. Will you, take out the trash for me here?
Yeah, I can do that. You have a couple Coleco units. Man, I used to have multiple ColecoVisions. Yes, we do buy games. Um, and yeah, I don't know about the not working units. I mean, it would probably be a pretty
We will buy them, we will not buy them for much.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, manual or games with manuals always ideal. And like I said, competitive prices on pretty much anything. We do trade-ins and stuff too. I said we're located up in the Hall Mall in downtown Iowa City. Fairly easy to find. Kind of.
Next to film scene, yeah.
Yeah. Up the stairs next to film scene.
Alright, man.
All right. Peace out, Cody.
See ya.
All right. This hand is a pretty easy keep. Think. Oh, can you? You can't really see the far right card in my hand, usually, can you? I guess. Best days to come by. I mean, we're open Thursday through Sunday, 5 o'clock um, until X. Uh, if you want to get in touch with Cody, who's the owner, best bet is Friday or Saturday night. Um, Anytime after 5. Otherwise, I mean, I can buy games and stuff too. It's just he has a little more leeway. But yeah, also if you can add us on Facebook and get a hold of Cody that way. And that way you can get like a preliminary idea of what you're looking at. He's he's pretty relaxed and able to able to figure out best deal for everybody involved. All right. So I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna search up a swamp here. I'm not a huge fan of dropping the Avon for no value. All right. End of turn. Yeah. Yeah, Embodiment of Spring is one of those cards. It's just like kind of awkward. It's never really terrible, but it's never really great. It just ramps in an awkward way for this format. All right. I think I'm just gonna play the Abomination of Gadul here, and I'm probably gonna just flip it next turn over playing another morph. I don't really. I don't know. We'll see what I draw. Right into being. That's cool. Ooh. Well, that's a pretty good one too. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack and flip. And I guess I loot. I mean, I don't have anything that I'm like super excited to loot away here, so it's possible I don't want to, but I do also have a couple of dredge cards. Oh, he's just blocking. Sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Uh, not not the best play in the world. All right. I guess did he loot or did he scry to the top? Um, one of the top two cards from his library. Put a card on the bottom. Okay. So he's got a Mistfire Weaver. That doesn't seem incredibly good. I guess I just attack. I don't really have much of a reason to remove it before I attack. If he wants to chump, he can go right ahead and chump. Alright. And yes, I will. Ooh. Alright, I think Dragon Scale Boon is the weakest of the cards in my hand. Which is, I mean, not terribly weak, but it would be pretty good here. But I think I want to just drop another Abomination and hold up Force away. It's either that or drop Ice Feather Avon and hold up Force away. Uh, that actually seems a little better to me. Alright. And I'm not terribly concerned about what he's going to do with this Mistfire Weaver. Card's pretty good, but I don't know. Not that great in this situation. If he attacks, I probably just take it. That seems fine to me. And he's dropping a Wind Scout. Uh, huh. Let's see, what can if I like what can go wrong here? Because I feel like I'm really far ahead. Um, the easiest thing that could go wrong would be like I try to Savage Punch away the Wind Scout. He tries to pump it with Feet of Resistance, and I respond with, oh, I don't have a second blue for ice. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. So yeah, I guess nothing can really go wrong. I don't need to force away here. Teamer War Shaman's pretty good too. Um, hmm. Question is, do I bounce? No, I think I just like Savage Punch here. All right. Bash, bash. And then, yes, I do want to use that. Jeez, my hand is so stacked. Um, alright. What is the least likely to be useful here? I'd love to draw another land. I think what I'm going to do is discard Force Away. So I already have a bounce effect. Um, and this lets me use my mana the best while leaving me with all my powerful cards. Plus I still have a removal spell and a bounce effect to get out of anything tricky. Uh, no, Mech is not going to invade the stream tonight. I talked to him earlier, but he's eating dinner with his brother tonight. Um, however, he will definitely be making plenty of guest appearances on the show. He being, the best counterpoint to my general insanity. And man, that Riverwheel Aerialists is kind of awkward. So I think what I want to do is I just want to bash for 7, which means, let's see, yeah, the best way to do that, just unmorph, bounce your duder, and then it'd be kind of cool if I hit an island here. Yeah, Aaron's definitely taught me a whole lot about Magic, more so sealed than draft. Uh, there's nobody whose opinion I respect more on sealed than Aaron's. Um, but yeah, I mean he's just good at Magic in general. He is by far the best player I know to have never played on the Pro Tour. All right. So this game's kind of locked up. I mean, he's gonna replay his aerial lists most likely, and I'm gonna Sultai Charm it, get in with everything. This would have been a lot nicer to draw than that forest. That said, it is pretty good. I get to um, play the Sabertooth post combat. All right, kill your DKI. And I'm not going to bother looting. Yeah, so he's going to trade with my other abomination, which is fine. Alright. And there should be game. So we're playing against Jeskai. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've got in my board that's particularly good against Jeskai. I mean, I could bring in the destroy target creature with flying card. He did play uh, 3 different flyers. What is that even called? Return to the Earth? Hmm. Um, what would I be taking out for that? It would probably be like an Ethereal Ambush or Dragon Scale Boon. Actually, I can see Dragon Scale Boon. I'd rather just have a destroy target creature with flying. Seems good. Uh, Long Shot Squad could also be okay, but I don't think I need it. I'll say thank you all for watching the Magic Show with Joe tonight. Like I said, this is gonna be a regular event. I'm gonna be streaming here every Sunday. I've been doing this off and on for the past couple of months, but we finally got a regular schedule set up. So I will be here on Sundays, and yeah, not too many people come to the shop on Sundays, so it shouldn't be too often interrupted by business transactions. All right, and this is a hell of a hand. I will gladly keep. All right. So hopefully we draw a land or two at some point here. That's a pretty good land to draw. We need another forest by the time we hit 5, but if he attacks with Jeskai Student, I don't block. Most most things he could have aren't a problem, but specifically Feat of Resistance is a huge blowout. And I don't really wanna. Oh, but he's stuck on 2, which is pretty bad for him. Alright. I'm gonna get in there. I guess you could have, like, refocus or whatever, something like that, but I'm fine making that trade. I mean, that's gonna happen at some point. It's gonna trade for something, so. Alright, well, they hit their 3rd land drop, unfortunately. I was hoping for a really easy path to the finals. I guess he did already mulligan. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, did he mulligan twice? Oh yeah, he mulled to 5. Okay. Well, that's fine. He's got a 2/2 flying hexproof. Sure. Alright, well that's a little awkward. Maybe he'll trade. Alright, well, this card's alright, but it has not been good in the curves that I've had so far. Question is whether or not it's worth doing anyways. I don't think so. I think I just want to actually Savage Punch here then. And then that way I can cast the Mandrills next turn. And then I'm in pretty good shape. Jeskai Rune Mark. Sure. That's a little awkward. Not the end of the world though. If I draw a forest at any point here, um, I'll be in great shape. Plus, I do have this archer. Okay, yeah. So I think the play then is just drop the mandrills and then beat down for 5. And he's in pretty rough shape now. I mean, he mulled the 5, it's to be expected. Next turn, I think I just attack with. Okay. No, if he's gonna try and race, I'm okay with that. Huh. Sure. All right. So the way that I lose this is I take 5 damage out of nowhere. So that could mean either that this guy has 7 power, which it can't. Uh, that yeah, I don't know. Uh, I find it pretty unlikely that I lose this. So let's just play it safe. And I think I'm just gonna attack. Actually, wait, this is lethal. So he's gotta have some kind of trick here. Okay, well, let's see what he's got. Sandblast. Okay. I guess I should have probably Shamanic Revelation pre-combat then. I think I'll still be quite alright. I say, because I mean he has to have something here. All right, well he's keeping aggressive. I'm gonna Shamanic Revelation pre-combat next turn, assuming he doesn't like do something about my saber tooth. I guess that could be bad against Wipe Away. Or not Wipe Away, okay, yeah. Alright, well, hopefully this just goes off. Good. Okay. That makes it a lot less likely I lose this game. Because now, bash in, He has to have a trick, or else he's dead. Feat of Resistance doesn't do it. Can this return itself? No. Okay. Well, make it to the finals. Uh, this deck's been playing pretty well. The Ugin's constructs have not been very good when I've drawn them. I also haven't had much of a chance um to just curve out with them. Like I said, the one game where I had Nugan's Construct in my opening hand, if I'd hit my fourth land drop on time, I think it would have been insane. So got to balance that a little bit, but I might have been overvaluing it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Isn't a huge sample size. Um, yeah. No, I'll get there. I'll get there real good. You can count on it. I mean, honestly, this deck seems pretty good. The the War Shaman is stupid. Um, and honestly, the two I can't even remember what the card's called. The Ether Ambush or whatever. The three green and a blue manifest two cards. Like that card's insane. I I have I had a very high opinion of it before this. I haven't gotten to play with it yet. This is the first draft where I've actually gotten to run it. Usually they get picked up before they like wheel, but I've been incredibly impressed with it. Yeah, Sultai is pretty good. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure that this deck wouldn't have been even maybe a little better if I'd just been straight green blue, but I've got a couple of pretty powerful cards in Sultai. Uh, oh, this hand doesn't get there. Huh. Yeah, and that's with a mulligan. I wish one of those were an island. Alright, I think I keep this. Sometimes you just gotta get a little bit lucky. This isn't, to be fair, this isn't super lucky. I'm definitely well over 50% to hit my. Okay, well now I'm not over 50%, but I was well over 50% to hit my third land by the third turn. Oh, he's just running it out there. Well, not a third land, but as far as it goes, that is not that bad for not being a land. Alright. Now I need a land? Well, okay. I mean, I'm getting beat down a little bit, but it's not pressing yet. I do need to hit a land here though. If I miss on this turn, I don't think I can really come back. Okay. See what happens. Sure. Do I have any way to recover? No, not really. I'll give this one more turn before I scoop it up. Alright, that's game. Normally I don't like to scoop until I'm actually like dead, but I didn't really have any way to interact particularly favorably. Alright, well, a little bit inauspicious. That's fair. Um we just set this up tonight. We reconfigured it a little bit. Uh yeah, I'll look into it after this match. I mean, alternatively, I can also just shrink the cam just a little bit more. We already shrunk it a little bit from its original size. Yeah, that's all Cody. I Not my strong suit. All right. And I guess I'll just keep it as is. Yeah, that would be Cody. All right, let's see if I can get. Oh God, this hand's not much better. If I hit 2 lands in my first 3 draws, this hand's pretty reasonable. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. I think I can do better. All right, well, this isn't much better, but I think it's better than a random 5 card hand. All right, time to get a little lucky. All right, well, that's at least the start. My opponent still thinks I'm green-black. Alright, no, Highland game is not something I'm terribly concerned with. Um, Cast my morph. I mean, I feel pretty good if I can live to cast a War Shaman. I will gladly take 2 here, though. You got the wooded foothills I passed. Alright, I really wish one of these had been an island. I'd feel really good right now if I had an island to cast this ambush next turn. As is, I think I just attack. I'm not going to block. And I'm okay trading. Yeah, if he wants to take that trade, I'm okay with that. I wouldn't necessarily be quite as happy if I had the island. No, no, no. You're thinking of Highlander game, obviously. This is, some like stupid mountain-based game. Ugh, that's not really what I wanted to have happen. Well, at this point, any land is good. I would prefer it be an island, but any land is good here. Bear's Companion. Okay, so now I don't know if I'm favored with any land, but that is not going to do it. Well, that was kind of an anticlimactic end to all of that. I mean, still made the finals. Did not draw very well in the finals. I would have to say. Could have probably drawn better. Um, why is a Russian War Beast right there?